What's going on, guys? Stevie here with Lucky Crit. It is currently 3:43 a.m. in the morning. I was staying up late editing some videos for tomorrow. And we got some Fire Emblem Heroes news already. So I figured, let's just do this on the fly. We'll talk about these new characters that are revealed. And once again, Favaro was correct. So we finally have the announcement of the Genealogy characters. Let me lower my volume. And let's take a look at what we got here. So first up, Thunder Noble.
Well, I'm worried about you, so I decided to protect you.
Tailtiu. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Tailtiu. Anyway, she has the Blarblade Plus, so we have another Blue Blade Tome user, kind of like Odin, and hopefully a better one than Odin, because Odin's not very good. She comes with Rally Speed and Res, which is interesting. Attack and Res 2 and Drive Speed 2. So pretty kind of a standard Blade Tome builder. I like the Drive Speed, because we have, so many hones on everybody that the drive stuff is going to stack with those hones on other characters. So, and drives are hard to come by, which is really nice. So it's cool to see that. I'm not really sure about the attack and res, so it really does seem like they're kind of trying to maybe give her a little bit more res alongside attack. So perhaps she could be a res tank, but obviously we're not going to know any of these full stats until the actual characters come out. But for the time being, those are my thoughts on her. She seems pretty interesting. Hopefully she's not just another standard Blade Tome user, but I do like her character model a lot, for sure. Next up, we have Lady of the Forest, Deirdre.
Dark slumbers in my blood.
Her artwork looks awesome. Alright, so we pretty much knew this was coming alongside Sigurd, but she comes with Divine Naga, which is obviously effective against dragons, as well as the fact that foes' bonuses from skills like Fortify, Rally, etc. are nullified during combat, which is interesting. So any Fortify and Rally skills that are used on that character, not going to be working against Deirdre. So that's cool. Ardent Sacrifice makes sense. Quick Riposte leads me to believe that she's probably going to be pretty slow as a character. Otherwise, I'm not really sure why they would have included that in her default kit. But that's interesting. And also Speed Ploy. So I'm not sure how that's going to work with her, because it seems like she's going to need... actually, if their res is one or more lower than her, they're going to lose some speed. So perhaps that'll put her on a little bit better of a ground. It really does seem like she's going to be pretty slow, but hopefully powerful. And she's probably going to have pretty considerable res as well. So she looks like another Blue Tome user, so that's interesting. And of course, we have the man, the myth, the barbecue legend, Sigurd.
Punish me.
And thankfully, they did in fact give him a new version of the turfing, because Selif's was pretty garbage, even though it's supposed to be a legendary weapon. And this version is Res plus 3, but also, if in combat against a foe using magic, unit receives 50% less damage from the first attack. And coupled with another skill he's got here, it really is going to seem like he's sort of an anti... I guess you could say anti-Reinhardt, anti-fast mage unit character. So hopefully at the very least he's going to be super resilient to anybody who's really fast with some really powerful magic to allow him to survive. He comes with Miracle, which I find pretty interesting, but obviously they're kind of focusing on making him more resilient so he can survive and kind of tank that hit. We don't know yet if his stats are going to be very tanky, but his skills are definitely making him look like he's going to be pretty tanky. Close Defense 3 I think is interesting, so that's going to help him in close combat. So if a unit is attacked by a foe using a sword, axe, lance, or dragonstone, he's going to receive defense and res plus 6. So anybody that runs up to him and attacks him in his face, obviously he's going to get that little bit of extra beefiness from that. His B skill is a brand new skill in Crusader's Ward, so if he receives consecutive attacks from a foe 2 spaces away, damage from second attack onward reduced by 80%. This is basically Ike's Irvon as a B skill that cannot be inherited by anybody else, so this is a personal B skill for Sigurd here, and like I was saying earlier, basically it makes it seem like anybody who's going to double or quad him is not going to be able to do as much damage as they're supposed to. So he seems like he's going to be very resilient as a sword horse unit. Definitely pretty good. Obviously he's not going to have the distant counter built into his weapon like characters like Xander, but he's going to be probably a lot tankier than Xander. And then, of course, he has Speed Smoke 3, which is interesting because we haven't seen this skill before. We've seen Attack Smoke on Brave Lynn. So after combat, inflict speed -7 on foes within 2 spaces of target through their next actions. So maybe he's a little slow, and you know, those points are put into his tankiness instead of that, and maybe that speed smoke is going to help him on the follow-up be able to double people. Could be super interesting. He looks pretty good. I'm pretty stoked about this entire banner, and interestingly enough, that is it. It's another 3-character banner, kind of like the Dauntless Crimean banner that we just had. So maybe this is like the other counterpart banner, so that we got the 6 new characters. We can also see another character if we look at this battle screen at the very end of the trailer. It looks like, I'm assuming, I don't know too much about Genealogy, but I think there's a black-haired Myrmidon chick by the name of Ira, so that could be who that is. And perhaps she's going to be a character we'll get from something else later on. But obviously she's going to be in the game, because there she is. So overall, those are my thoughts for right now. This is looking like a pretty sick banner. I'm pretty excited for it. Obviously, we still have the performance banner for the time being for the rest of the month. So obviously, if you haven't summoned the dancer that you want yet, you should keep trying on that one. Definitely summon greens at the very least, because you have both Inigo and the new Axe Azura in there. But now we're going to be torn between summoning on this banner and that banner. And this banner's looking like 2 blues and a red. So that's not too bad, but man, good luck sniping, I guess. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this quick episode. It's late. I want to go to bed. But let me know your thoughts about these brand new characters in the comment section down below. Are you excited about this? I'm pretty excited. I don't know too much about Genealogy, but I'm glad to see more representation. I find it interesting that Favaro continues to be correct, and this is his last prediction that we had. And I also find it interesting that he left out certain details like the performance banner, whether or not he knew about this banner. Maybe he specifically left that one out so that we didn't know everything that was coming within the time being. And the fact that this is confirmed basically also confirms that we will in fact be getting Arvis or Alvis as a Grand Hero battle this month as well. So we can also look forward to that too. But he does seem like he was being pretty playful with his little hints that was going on with these Favaro leaks. Because he didn't tell us everything, but he did tell us a significant amount, and it was real. So that's super interesting. But anyway, I am going to sign off. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.
If my love for Deirdre is a crime, please punish me.